Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with me, and this is day 2 of our 30 Days of Thankfulness. And today we had a request from G-M-A-M-I-N-D-A. Gamamanda. I am not sure how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Let me write that down so you will know. M-I-N-D-A. This is the person that requested it, and she had requested some Christmas ornaments with scrapbook paper or something easy to make. Now, I can do some with scrapbook paper, but I'm going to show you some that are really cute and really easy to make. I'll show you this one first, and then I'll show you one with scrapbook paper. They're both really easy to make. This is one. It's a little angel. It's just made with the leaves and some little bit of burlap, and then a little flower that was in my stash, a little pearl, and then some wire for the halo. A little bit of stickles. That's it. Okay, so we'll lay that one right there. Now I'm making this one a little bit bigger. This one I cut out of a bigger piece of burlap. Let's see how big this one is. This one is about 3.5 inches wide. So it's a triangle. You just cut a triangle that's about 3.5 inches wide if you want to make one this size. This one is about 2 inches wide. So it just depends on how big you want to make yours. Now these are just some leaves that, it's like those little confetti leaves that you just get in a bag. You get like 50 of them for nothing. Some of them I have glitter on, some of them not. You're supposed to put the leaf on the back like that, but these leaves I've noticed are a little bit too small for this. So what we're going to do, well, I tell you, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the little face so it can be drying. Now what this is, this little pearl thing here, it's from the Prima Melange. They're all different sizes of the flat back little domes. But if you don't have these, you can use just a large pearl or something like that. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have these. But we do have these in the shop if you need one. Now all we're going to do is put some liquid pearls down on this. Glob on there because you want it to hold. And the liquid, oops. The liquid pearls dries clear, so you don't have to worry about it seeping out or anything like that. And that's just a scrap piece of paper back there on the back, and I just used a scrap piece of glitter. I think it is actually a, well, it's this, I'm not sure, it's kind of a pale pink. So I just use that, but you could use anything. If you've got a pearl that's already colored, just use that. Now since these are not quite big enough, we're going to actually cut these in half. Now I'm not going to need this little top part right here, so I'm just going to snip that off. We might use that later. So these we want to actually glue right there. Those are going to be the arms for the angels. So we're going to glue those on either side, and I'm going to use some hot glue. Now what you want to do is kind of bring the arms down like that, so that it'll make it look like she's holding something like that one is. So what we want to do here is you want to snip this leaf in that little part right there. You want to snip that down because this needs to stay sticking out. So just fold that over and that over to the center, just like that, so it'll look like her arms. So I just put a little drop of glue right there. Fold this one over and fold that one over to meet it. like that. And then we want to put another leaf back here for the wings. And I think this one's actually going to be big enough, so we're going to cut this top part off again. We don't need that. Okay. I think that will work right there. So I'm just going to flip it over and put some hot glue in there. And then I'm going to press it down with my hot glue helper. And looks like I got it a little crooked, so we'll straighten that up. There we go. Alright. So now what we want to do is put a little flower there for her to be holding. Just like that. I've got a pink one. If you had a red one, that'd be great. You can always color these up. If you just have a different color flower or white, whatever, you can color them up. You don't have to have red. And now what we want to do is put some of these sequins down on the bottom. Now I want to tell you a little trick to this burlap. To keep your burlap from fraying, just used, when you cut it, just use some of your glitter, art glitter glue around the edges. That's what I did here, and your burlap will not fray. So, and we're going to put the little sequins down with this glue as well. I'm just going to put some drops down here on the bottom. This dries clear, so don't worry about it seeping out. Then I'm going to use my pickup tool and my everything tool to put these down. Can't get them to flip over. Flip over. And my pickup tool is very, very sticky. I don't know if it's because I live in the South and everything here is a lot stickier than anywhere else, a lot more humid. But mine doesn't want to turn loose of everything. So just kind of adjust those across the bottom. Now if you had a piece of trim, little gold trim, brick rack, something like that, that would look really cute across the bottom of this. I may just use my everything tool. It seems to be working better. Okay, there we go. Got those across the bottom. And now we need to put our little head on here. So just put a glob of glue up there at the top and then just press that down. Now all you need to do is make the little halo. And we're just going to cut a little. I don't have, if you had pipe cleaner, this would be perfect for that. I don't have any pipe cleaner. I'm just going to use a little piece of wire. And I just cut it about 2.5 inches. It's probably going to be a little bit long, but we'll go with that for now. And I'm just going to use something round. You can use a pencil, whatever, to make the little circular halo. Just like that. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to take my little wire things here, fold that down so that you have your little halo sticking up like that. Okay? And then we're going to flip it over, put us a little bit of hot glue right here. And then put this little halo wire right down in there. Just making sure that it's kind of straight. I flip it back around to the front and make sure that it's on there kind of straight. You can always straighten it up once everything dries. Alright, so that is your little angel, and now all you need to do is just put some gold. This is gold stickles. Just put some gold stickles around the edges of the leaves. And some of the leaves that you get in this confetti leaf thing already have the gold on them. Some of these did and some didn't. Doesn't matter, you can use your own stickles and just put your gold on there. I'm going to put some around the arms just to make it look like that her gown that she has on has the gold around the edges. And then we'll put some on the flower because we want it to be glittery too. And if you had a little tiny red poinsettia, that'd look really pretty right here. Alright, and now since we didn't have a pipe cleaner, I don't want my halo to just kind of look like it's just a piece of wire. So I'm going to take this stickles and I'm just going to run it around that wire. And once that dries, that will be there. You made your own pipe cleaner. Alright, that is it. That's it on that one. We have our little angels. You can hook a little piece of wire on the back of those and hang them on your Christmas tree. So those are ready to go. Alright, I'm going to lay these aside and let these dry. Then we'll work on this other one. Okay, we're going to do a shaker card for a Christmas ornament. And what I have done is I've taken a die. I've taken two dies. One that is, and let me measure this. One that is 3 1/4 and the other one that is 2 3/4. And I've just layered them together and then cut those out. If you don't have a die, then you can do this on your Cricut. If you don't have a Cricut, you can just cut out a circle and then cut out the inside of the circle and you've got it. This is just some craft foam. That's what I'm going to use to make the shaker with. This is out of that Silent Night collection. I'm going to use that for the backing. And then I'm going to use this piece for the front part of the shaker. And I'm going to put just a little bit of this 1/8 inch score tape around the edge of this. And then I have a piece of acetate cut. Here again, use your packaging off of your, I know you can't see that, but use your packaging off of your products that you get, that you buy. Cut that, save that and cut that out and use that for your acetate. Have our acetate piece on there. And now we're going to start layering this craft foam on here. Now this craft foam already has the sticky on it. And if you don't want to use craft foam, you can just cut a bunch of pieces of paper in your circle and use that. Just layer the paper. Probably take about, I don't know, 6 or 8 different pieces. I don't mind using the craft foam. Sometimes it stretches and I don't like that part of it, but it's a little bit quicker than having to layer all that paper. And this is a very thin craft foam, so I'm just using 4 pieces. And now we're ready to put this piece on. And I think we're just going to put some sequins in here. See what we've got. I think I want to put the different color sequins in here. A variety of colors. So we're just going to dump some in there. And once you pour your sequins in there, to keep them from being real staticky and sticking to the sides of everything, take your powder tool. If you don't have a powder tool, just use your baby powder. Run it around the inside. Just coat the inside with it. Make sure that we've got this the way that we want it. I think that'll be good right there. I am going to use a little bit of glue on this, but I'm going to put just a tiny, tiny bit. Hopefully it will not squirt out. And I'm just going to use a piece of our gold thread, this thread right here, for the hanger. And I just folded it and tied it in a knot. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on the thread itself so that I can make sure I get this straight, because I want my Christmas trees right side up. Okay guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on some quick and easy Christmas ornaments. These are super cute, and the little angel is very easy to make. If you don't have burlap, just make it out of Christmas paper, just some paper that you have in your stash. And base code for your sale item is burlap, B-U-R-L-A-P. And we will have some rolls of burlap that are, I think they're 6 inches. Let me see. I believe they're 6 inches. No, they're 4 inches by 10 feet on sale. All you have to do at checkout is just use that code, burlap. Alright, we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.